Sup, bros? This video, I just want to talk about, this channel's, 10% Bitcoin, 90% psychology. In this video, I kind of want to be, talk about more current stuff. It's going to be about basically Ozzy, narcissism, and ironically, what I want to talk about. Paradoxically and ironically, I want to talk about narcissism in the context of, just essentially, the whole reason I have this channel is, believe it or not, is actually there is a link. And this is the point of the video. Like, everyone has like a larger than life figure, like, and someone like Ozzy who has so much love. He created so much love. And so many people loved him, and it's like everyone has like kind of a story, right? And it includes me. Like, I have, like, the reason I actually have this channel has literally personally there's a personal story in there with his son, and during my journey, and I don't know, man. Like, I see some videos about just people like doing what they do when a celebrity, like a larger life person, passes away. It's just like this new normal of grossness and cancel culture and all kinds, like all this stuff. Like, there's no taste. There's no, like, the people that are saying like just crazy stuff about them, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, and then people that are clout chasing, and I don't, like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. It's like, it's so weird that we have like this. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent, I guess, of course, but that's my videos. It's like we have this like First Amendment, and it's like it's used in the worst possible way. It's like cowardice and people saying stuff online to get clout, and like all the people with their stories. And yeah, we all have like a story, but like, I just don't want to like, the last 2 years, it's just kind of been me trying to figure out who I am and whatever, and I have like the story to tell, and it actually involves, like, that's a part of it, and it's like, I just don't want to be like, it's just the timing is weird now too, and it's like everyone's hopping on this like clout wagon, and maybe I'm being a little bit too cynical, because there is a lot of like genuine love and people like telling stories, and and being genuine. It's really about being authentic and genuine, and that's who he was, and that's why it's ironic. Again, there's a lot of irony and paradoxes, and that's whatever, but it's me being all meta, of course, but like, he was genuine. In a world now, and as these people die off, this is kind of the point of the video, is as these, like, Norm, Ozzy, there's so many, that were genuine artists. Like, in my it's all subjective, but in my estimation, we're genuine artists. And as those people pass away, it's like the world is as you see it on social media, like, we see like just people saying the craziest stuff, and in this digital world where you don't get punched in the face, people just get away with saying whatever the hell they want. And I guess my point is, like, and this is the point of the video again, is like the narcissism in the future of society, right? As, again, I understand the irony. I'm making this video talking about people talking about him, and I'm probably gonna post it. I'll put Ozzy's name in it, and then people might click because they go, "Oh, you're gonna talk about Ozzy? Oh, what's your," it's in the news cycle. We're all journalists now, and yeah, I understand the irony there. Like, but I guess I'll try and make it just trying to be honest and be real. Like, that if there's anything about this channel, it's that. I just need to. I can't be anything other than that. And now where is the line between just narcissism, right? Like making a video, content. I'm guilty of it. Like I'm making content, and it's like, and you know, there's people, we all want to be seen, you know, human beings want to connect, we want to be seen. And now in this new world, I guess here's a way to frame it better, like posing a question. Is it possible to connect? You know, is it going to be possible to connect with each other authentically? That's the key word, is authentically. Are we going to be able to authentically connect? Because there's no other way to connect. It's got to be authentic, or otherwise that is what narcissism is. That's why it's maladaptive. That's why it's insidious. It's because it's clout chasing. It's saying the thing to get for yourself without being, you know, vulnerable. And with all the clout chasing, all the pseudo connection, like, are we going to be able to survive this? Like, what is that going to look like, you know? And what does it look like now? I mean, we're in it, you know. I tend to think about this future time. I feel like we're in it, like right now, we are in this world of fake and doing the easy thing and saying whatever you want to get attention. And just, I don't see a lot of people getting canceled for saying, like, why don't we cancel the cancelers? Like, people that are like trying to and that just comes down to the zeitgeist of society, I think. Like, once enough people are canceled, enough people are miserable, maybe people, I just think it's a rainy day. Maybe this video will be a little bit negative based off that, but like, it seems like people are pulling people, and that's what I get out of seeing the stuff people are saying about, I don't have Twitter, but I saw a YouTuber talking about it, which again makes people watch it. So if someone's commenting, YouTuber makes a video about gross Twitter profiles talking about Ozzy being racist or whatever the hell is on there. I watched like a piece of the video. Then it's like, well, now that guy's bringing attention to those people even more. And then there you go. We have idiocracy. It's just ridiculous. And I just think those people are just, there's so much reward to just be a coward, loser. Like, people are getting their cheap dopamine hits. That period, they're getting their cheap dopamine hits, and to tear other people down. That's like the new, like, that's like new wave communism, for lack of a better term. It feels like if you can't get ahead, and it's based off of envy, which you could argue some of these really bad systems that have been put in place in history are based off of envy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's impossible to talk. I'm going on a tangent. That's what I do. But like, it's impossible to talk about certain topics without getting into the biblical and to get into like spiritual, like what do you call it? Higher power stuff, higher power, universal, whatever. Like something beyond humanity. And I did see something about that, about, you know, Ozzy being a Christian towards the end and being, you know, having a Bible next to his bed. And for someone as genuine as he was, he had some demons, you know, and the Prince of Darkness and all the drugs and all the stuff and all the infidelity, like all that just stuff. It was hedonism at the nth degree, and with being so genuine though, you know, so it's almost like, I don't know what I'm trying to say about that, but backing up, it's hard to not go into the, you know, when you have a society where you're playing God. Whenever people play God, it is like, it ends bad. Like, it just does. It's, at best, it's a lack of humility, and at worst, it's like some spiritual disalignment that leads to like some blasphemy, like some hellish behavior. I'm saying this very nuanced or general. Well, I'll try and reel it in, explain what I'm trying to say. What I mean by that is, like, for instance, communism or something. People think that they can create a system that is more fair, but human beings are not. We're imperfect, and it'll always end bad. You can't. We're not saints. And that's why I go to like the Bible. I go to like I don't know anything about religion. I don't follow any religion. I just like the idea of humility through the universe, the God, something other than our own ego. It always ends bad because we are so flawed. And I went on a tangent about this. I literally just went on such a tangent. I can't help it. So I started talking about narcissism and Ozzy, and I turned into, well, I guess it's maybe not the farthest tangent, but yeah, on one hand, we're all connected, and we're kind of like all, what's his name? Said we're all going to be famous for 15 minutes or 5 minutes. So the 15 minutes of fame, we're all just going to be famous for a couple minutes here and there, and then it's totally what's Andy Warhol, and that's what we have, and that's kind of cool. It's another thing. We're not going to have Michael Jackson and Ozzy. We're not going to have these people that are just like innovators, that are just like beloved, because we've diluted a lot of things in society in that way. And that's a negative term, but we've also we kind of have evened things out in that way. Like they're, at least what it looks like to me with fame, and attention. Attention is just a meritocracy, kind of. It kind of is more of a meritocracy now, attention, but it's also idiocracy. That's like the whole world's become Jackass, which was hilarious. Like, that show was innovative for what it was. So even something as dumb as Jackass is innovative, i.e., it's not just stupid whatever cat. Like it had something to it, and like doing dumb stuff for the sake of doing it does not make you smart. Like, I would argue those guys are very intelligent, and most of them, and dumb people doing stupid stuff to make it look like they're smart, like that's a whole different thing, and that's idiocracy. That's the delusion. Everything's diluted. Music, stunts, pranks, whatever, comedy. There's a dilution, but it is more of a meritocracy. So I want to believe that creating something undeniably good it won't matter about the algorithm. I think Louis C.K. talked about that. It's a very hopeful notion, to just creating something that's so undeniable that it doesn't matter about the algorithm. People will just share it because it's that muse, right? That thing that you just want to be like, dude, have you seen this? Holy crap. And backing up to narcissism, I think it's a choice. Maybe I'm make this more hopeful, because because it is easier to do everything, like including making, like, this is easy, so I'm a part of it. I didn't spend whatever time and pumping stuff out. That's the thing, they reward frequency over, like, well, at least historically they rewarded frequency. Mr. Beast kind of put that to the he kind of put that to sleep, that notion to sleep. It was super high quality, infrequent videos, but yeah, this is a really all over the place video, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why I do that. It's what comes to my head, and then I talk about it, and then we end up where we end up. But so yeah, I don't know how I'm going to talk about certain things because it just feels gross. At the same time, in 20 minutes, it might feel completely different. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about in this video. Hopefully I was very all over the place, but Jesus. I don't think I'll ever be able to fix that. Unless someone hits me and they go, nope, stay on topic. We're talking about narcissism and Ozzy Osbourne, not communism and whatever I just talked about. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna turn the video off here. We'll see if whatever. I might try and do another video this one was kind of meh. But have a good day, guys, if you're still watching, and I appreciate you tuning in. And I'm gonna try and I always say that, but I'm never gonna write anything down. That's the only way it's authentic. That is my channel. Like as soon as I start writing things down, it just becomes I can do footnotes, but then it becomes like somehow it becomes less real. I don't know. I feel like if I just like have something to talk about, but then again, it'll add more value. So it's something I'm gonna at least attempt to do. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again for tuning in, and yeah, blah 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 blah. Have a good day.